Hello everyone in Key Stage 2. I thought I'd read you a book this week and it's not a story book, it's an information book, so that's non-fiction, isn't it? And I think it's a book that some of you might have got for Christmas this year because I gave it to my son William and it was out just before Christmas. So I'm going to show you in a minute which book it is. Okay, so how many of you got this book for Christmas, which I gave to my son William? It's called K's Anatomy, so it's all about the human body, and it's by a very clever man called Adam Kay. He's a doctor, and he now writes books. Well, he was a doctor for many years, now he writes books. And yeah, he's very, very funny. So it says a complete guide, but disgusting as well, to the human body, because he talks about all the yucky parts, everything that goes on inside our human body, which is fascinating as well, because they are what keep us alive. And our bodies are amazing pieces of engineering. We just take it for granted that everything just happens in our body automatically, but it's really interesting to learn about it. And I've met Adam Kay. I've actually met him when he was doing a show about one of his books, and he was at the Horth in Crawley, if any of you have been there. And so I met him and saw his show, and at the end he was signing books. So I actually got him to sign my copy, not this book, but another one. And yeah, he was really entertaining, but very, very clever. So I picked, there's all different chapters in this book that some of you will know if you've got the book. I'll just show you the contents. So as you can see, it's all different parts of the body. Now, I thought I'd look at chapter 10, the gut, because this is what goes on inside your tummy and digestive system. And I know year 3 you're learning about food, aren't you, nutrition, so I thought it could fit in with your topic, but it's actually interesting for anyone in Key Stage 2. So if I turn to this chapter 10, and it's the gut, and I'll just show you a picture here that shows the digestive system. It's really interesting, and if I focus on that, I'm going to read the page next to it. So it says, grab some wellies, a pair of plastic gloves, a waterproof jacket and a peg for your nose, and it's time to explore your gut. That's right, the 9 metres of tubing that runs from your mouth to your, sorry, Key Stage 2, to your bottom. I'm going to have to say bottom, aren't I? Fine. The 9 metres of tubing that runs from your mouth all the way to your bottom, performing that clever magic trick of turning food into poo. Well, why do we eat food? It's not just to keep toilet roll companies in business. Sorry to be all dramatic here, but if we don't eat, then we die. Food is the petrol in your personal fuel tank. Absolutely everything that your body requires, that your body does requires food. Your digestive system is like a sorting office, except it's got slimy walls and smells terrible. That takes the food, picks out all the useful bits and bobs for your body to use as energy, and then packs the rest off on its journey to the toilet. Let's meet all the different parts of your digestive system. When I say meet, I mean read about. I'm not going to make you go on a play date with a pancreas. So I hope you've had a good look at the digestive system there. And yes, I know it's a funny picture, someone sitting in the toilet, but this is what goes on inside our bodies. So it's really interesting to learn about it, and funny too. How it works. Right, the mouth. Breathing, talking, eating, singing, burping. Is there anything the mouth can't do? Yep, play tennis. The mouth is where your food's journey begins. Your teeth chew it up, then your tongue turns it into a ball of soggy goop and passes it on. Your mouth has 6 salivary glands dotted about that spray out spit like a fancy but slightly repulsive shower. Saliva, which is spit's proper name, helps you swallow things, keeps germs off your teeth and stops your mouth from drying out. It also contains some enzymes, which are the chemicals that break up your food as it can be absorbed by your body, a bit like how washing up liquid breaks up the food. My robot butler burnt onto the bottom of the saucepan after his latest cooking disaster. And he's saying, apologies, I have a few issues in the kitchen. And esophagus, this is the pipe that runs from your throat down to your stomach. The epiglottis makes sure that food goes down here rather than into your lungs, which have a strict air-only admissions policy. Food is squeezed down by muscles. It doesn't just slide into your stomach like it's going down a rubbish chute. This means it's possible to eat food if you're hanging upside down. Don't try this, but just take my word for it. Your esophagus has a tight ring of muscle at the bottom to stop any food or drink sloshing back up from your stomach. just as well. Otherwise, every time you tried to speak, bits of old mashed potato would come out. And it says here, the saliva you produce in a single day would fill 2 cans of Coke. It would be a bit less fizzy though. Hopefully, if you've got fizzy saliva, maybe see a doctor or an alien investigator. And this is about the stomach. Your stomach is your body's very own smoothie maker. It takes the chewed up chicken nuggets and toast and bananas that you had for lunch, bit of a weird lunch if you ask me, and turns it all into a liquid. It's not a very appetizing smoothie because your stomach adds loads of really strong acid to it. Then it uses very impressive muscles to churn the food around and around until it's all a gloopy slop ready for your intestines, which clearly aren't fussy eaters. I'm going to leave it there for today, that funny little picture, and then I'm going to read you a little bit more tomorrow. Okay, bye for now.